Hi, this is Philip with RTX Honeybees. This is April 27, 2025. I am going to be moving some caught swarms into the permanent boxes. I've got 2 swarms there, 2 swarms back over here, and 2 more. So there's 6 total swarms. I'm going to move them into 3 boxes. At least that's the plan. If they're really big, I'll have to move them into 1 box. Let me show you what I got. Okay, so what I do with swarms is I want them to make some honey for me this year. So I'm going to put them into a single box with a divider. I caught these 10 days ago, or at least I picked them up 10 days ago and brought them here. So I try to get the entrances as close to where their entrance in the divided box will be. Here's an example of a box that's divisible. It's got an entrance on the right and the left. So they'll go into a box like that. I've got these 2. I've got these 2. And I've got these 2 right here. So I'm going to set this up and let you all watch me. And we'll see how it goes. I may have to make changes to the plans midstream, but we'll see how strong they are. Hopefully there's not a whole lot of extra comb drawn on the bottom, but if history tells me anything, there will be some. Okay, so the first thing I do is take these colonies and spread them apart so I can put the box they're going in right down the center here, right down this spot. That feels pretty heavy. That feels even heavier. Right here I realized that I need to put some clips, or in my case long finish nails, on this palletized bottom board to keep the box from sliding around. So that's what I'm doing here. A lot of people use clips for this, but I found that these about 2-inch long finish nails work pretty good at this. One of the frames had slipped down off of the frame rest, so the bees built some comb right there. Open up both traps just to gauge the strength and to make sure I'm able to put 2 into 1 box. How about a little background music while we just watch me work? full frame of capped brood on this side. Have not seen the queen yet. One of the frames had slipped down, and this is the comb they built. I've already capped it. I'm gonna get a little taste of that. Wow, very floral, very fruity. Whew. That's pretty incredible. Wow. Nothing quite like honey right out of the hive. Got a high moisture content though. I feel very fortunate that they had not started drawing much comb on the bottom of those frames. Hopefully I've gotten here in time on all of them. We'll see. I see the queen inside the box now. Here she is. I don't know if she's this year or last year, but I'm not selling these bees anyway, so I'm just going to mark her with my blue pen. I can get the cap off. Come on. She's good. My initial plan was to put a queen excluder, then a honey super on these things. But I think instead I'm just going to put the I think I'm just going to put the honey super with empty frames in, so they'll draw some comb. Come back in 2 weeks or so, shake all the bees down, put the excluder on there. Go ahead and take advantage of some of this bee power and maybe also keep them from swarming, make them feel like they've got a little space. Still a lot of bees in this box, so I'm taking a little more time to see if I can see the queen, since I didn't find her when I made the transfer. There she goes. Because I'm not going to go with the excluder, I'm going to put a divider in the middle of the medium to keep the two colonies separated. One down, 2 to go. All right, we're gonna go do this one. Oh, there's the queen. She's black. Black body. queen. Found another one. She looks like a young one. I think this might have been a virgin swarm, but she's mated now. Laying good. I don't know where she went. Maybe back in the box. Yep, there she is. She's on the very bottom. I'm glad I didn't put it in there. Looks like my phone overheated, so maybe we'll get a little bit of this one. I've kind of got you in the shade now, for the most part. Okay, this one here is kind of small. Got a lot of honey there. They're not as big as the others. Let's check these. Oh, they're decent size. Whoa, scorpion. You want to see it? Sting me. I fell to the ground. I want you guys to see that. Could be a problem. That divider's a little bit low. 1/8 of an inch. Wow, why? Why so many drones? They didn't hatch out of here. No drone comb at all in this colony, and they're full of drones. Okay, there's no drone comb in this colony. How do you explain that? Look at the number of drones right there. That's crazy. This was the bait comb. It's got some pretty nice pollen on that side, if you can see it. I've not seen the queen yet. Gonna let them crawl in like I did the others. Okay, the bees are going right over the top in there, so I gotta raise that up somehow. If I raise it up too much, I'll let them across the bottom. Because my divider doesn't come up high enough, I'm gonna put this extra layer of double bubble in the middle to help raise it up a little bit. these are fairly small swarms. I don't feel like they're going to pack out and swarm this box. So I'm going to put a queen excluder over them. Alright, I'm going to put this here. I'm probably going to come back and give them a drawn out piece of comb from one of the other colonies over there to help draw them up through that queen excluder. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'll go ahead and divide these for now. All right, that's it for this. Combined all 6 of those into 3. 2 of them I'm sure will make me honey if they don't swarm out. That one right there that we just did, who knows. This is Philip with RTX Honeybees. Thanks for watching.